I'm gonna attempt to go from bronze all the way to masters with only 2 players. That's right, we're gonna have a teammate sit in the back of the map every single game. Now this is the craziest challenge I've ever attempted, so I needed an expert to help me. So we teamed up with Toxic Genie, who has the world record for the highest amount of rank points in a season. Together, me and Genie had no idea how hard this challenge would actually be. We just wanted to attempt it. But the good news was, in the early ranks, we actually didn't struggle at all. We're both really strong players, and so we were making some nice plays early on, and with a little bit of teamwork, we managed to get to gold rank without losing a game. But then we got the map Parallel Plays. Now, if you don't know this map, it has 2 hot zones, which means one of us has to defend while the other has to attack. So if one of us lose one of the zones, it's probably one of the hardest maps to win.
I got all 3 here. I don't know if I can do this. Oh my god, I'm getting all 3. Dude, this is crazy. Come on, I'm only 3. Come on. No. No, I died. I got so much though. I did so much.
Now, maps like that and a few others are extremely hard to win, but you'll see more of that later in the video. Now, things were still going good at this point, but you could really see the difficulty increasing every single game, especially this game.
Nice. Okay, nice. That's huge, huge, huge. I'll grab the last one. Oh, Genie! Genie! He's one shot. I got him. Oh my god. I don't know where he is, dude. Hypercharge! Hypercharge! We got 10, but we need one more. I got it. We gotta get out. Dude, I got another hypercharge here in a second. Dude, oh my goodness, what a game. Holy, this is gonna get so hard. We're not even in diamond, bro. That's my diamond game.
And well, I was so right. This challenge is going to be brutal. But first, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Factor 75. Factor 75 is a ready-to-eat meal plan that delivers directly to your door. I got my first order not too long ago, and I'm currently eating roasted garlic chicken. Delicious. And the best part is, it only took 2 minutes for it to be ready to eat. I saved so much time not having to go to the grocery store or even cooking my own meals. Not to mention, I'm a terrible cook, so this saves me from another worry. Factor 75 has 35 meals to choose from every single week. So you can do what I did and just edit your order weekly and switch out meals whichever ones you want. I just switched out one of the meals and changed it to this garlic pork tenderloin that looks delicious. Not to mention, you can pick meals depending on your goals, such as managing weight or saving time in the kitchen, and you also choose how many meals you want per week. Now you can save a lot of money and get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month orders using my link. Click the link in the description down below or scan the QR code on screen with your phone, and thank you again to Factor 75 for sponsoring this video. I even forgot to mention that both me and Genie are playing on mini accounts, which means neither of our accounts are even maxed out. I only had like 10 brawlers level 11 and the rest of them were level 10 or below. And to be honest, we're already put at a big enough disadvantage with only having 2 players. So we just made this challenge harder for no reason, but we were determined to power through. And as we were climbing up the elo, the game started to get really, really close. We were even losing a game in the best of 3s, but somehow we were still able to keep up our win streak thanks to some clutch plays.
Oh my god. Nice. Mythic rank without losing. 2v3.
Now, as I was saying earlier, there's some tough maps and modes. And well, one of the hardest modes in this challenge is definitely Heist. The reason is because obviously they have 3 players, which means they can just rush you down and charge your safe. And there's not much you can do. You have to both defend and attack at the same time, which is really hard to do. And so we got Kaboom Canyon for the first time in this challenge.
Nice. Nice. Got this. That's one. I can't get there.
And with that, we got our first loss in the challenge. And this is at Mythic 2 rank. We made it to Mythic 2 without losing a single time. But this is where the challenge really starts to get tough. We started to get more tough maps, like Center Stage, and no matter how much we did, they just kept running at us, and we couldn't stop them from scoring. Again, we started losing a lot more games. If we made one mistake, oftentimes it would cost us the game. But we were still getting closer and closer to Legendary rank. And eventually, we were 1 game off.
$32,500.
And now that we're in Legendary rank, we only need 1,500 elo more to hit Masters, which is about 15 to 20 games in a row if we win. But of course, in Legendary, the games are going to get even harder.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm so good, I'm so good. I'm so good, I'm so good.
On the wall. So good at this game. I'm so good at this video game!
And yeah, Genie's the GOAT for that 1v3, so make sure to go subscribe to his YouTube and Twitch that are linked down in the description down below. He makes some pretty awesome content, so make sure to check him out. Now at this point, we were playing for over 5 hours straight, and it was getting really late in the day, but we were still making progress, so we didn't want to stop there. We slowly but surely were climbing up elo, and we eventually got ourselves 1 game away from Legendary 2. But of course, it was Heist, the hardest mode of this challenge. Now we lost the first game because they snuck on me in the middle and I died, and yeah, 1 death can sometimes cause the game, but we just have to win the next 2 games.
L2, baby. 8,000.
And well, the games didn't get any easier. At this point, we were dialed in. We were playing the best we probably have been playing all night long. And even in Legendary League, we were somehow still pulling out wins, 2 versus 3. Hitting Masters at this point seemed possible. It really did, but we still had a long way to go. And then I also realized one more important thing about this challenge. Since we're technically playing with a third, even though they're sitting in the back of the map, Brawl Stars treats us as a full team, which means every single win we get less elo than normal, and every single loss we get, we lose so much elo. So much. So that means we have to win 2 to 3 games for every loss just to stay even on elo. Talking about a pain, so hit the subscribe button because this is painful. But at this point, we've been playing for 6 hours straight. It was super late, like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, so we decided to try to finish the challenge the next day and hope for the best. Now going into the next day, we came up with a great idea. We were going to have our third be a Masters player, which means every single win now we're gonna gain more elo. However, one thing we didn't take account for was we were also going to face Master players, which made the games extremely harder. And yeah, we really started to struggle at this point, and honestly, we didn't clue into why the games were getting so much harder than yesterday for a long time. But one thing was for sure, we were dropping elo fast. We kept tilting down and down and down, and eventually we finally clued in. Since we have a Masters player in the lobby, that's probably why the games got a lot harder. We eventually went back to having Legendary player in the lobby, and things changed for the better. It was back to winning games way more consistently, but we were still a long ways away from Masters. We actually went on a huge game win streak, like 6 or 7 games in a row, but by the end of it, we were only back to where we ended day 1. Just about Legendary 2, a little bit above it. And the worst part is, we already played about 3 hours today, which means we're already starting to get drained mentally. But me and Genie are grinders. We will play until we can't play anymore. But the problem is, this is the last day we can attempt this challenge because school is starting up for Genie the next day and the season's ending soon, so we literally have no time left. So it's today or never. So we're gonna give it our absolute all. I was muted! And while me and Genie were both playing out of our minds at this point, but we were still struggling on maps like Kaboom Canyon, Hard Rock Mine, Center Stage, and so many more. Honestly, every time we got some of those maps, it just felt really unwinnable. And let me tell you, every loss hurt so much because it was so much elo just gone to the dust, to the wind. And as the hours kept continuing, me and Genie's mental started to shut down. The night was getting later and later, and we weren't making any progress whatsoever. We kept trying game after game, winning a few games, losing one, winning a few games, losing one, and it was just on repeat cycle. For the first time, we were officially stuck at Legendary 2 rank. At this point, it was closing in on 3 AM my time, but neither of us wanted to give up. But we eventually had to decide the next loss would be the end of the challenge unless we made significant progress. So here we go. And at this point, you could probably tell that we were defeated mentally in the game. We were just defeated. We didn't get Masters, but we tried our very best. I promise you. Now, this was the hardest challenge I've ever attempted, so make sure to like and subscribe, and shout out to Genie for attempting this with me, and check out his video on screen somewhere. Anyway, peace, bye.